Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome or welcome back. I'm so grateful that you're here. We are going to get right into your reading, and as the title has nudged towards, are you feeling a little extra sensitive? And if you are feeling a little extra sensitive, we're going to figure out where that is, why that might be, what you may have been feeling or experiencing, what you are transmuting, what you've learned so far, and how you're going to continue to move forward. So, we'll figure that out, hopefully. So for pile 1, your choice is the pendulum, or the rod of the pendulum. And pile 2, you have the dragonflies. And pile 3, you have the luck. All right, my lovelies, take a second, and I will see you at your choice. Welcome, my pile 1 who chose the pendulum. So, my lovelies, we are looking into this card here to figure out what this extra sensitivity is, what area might be really touchy for you. And then the surrounding cards are going to give us, technically, I guess, the energy surrounding this feeling, this sensitivity. Maybe what's been going on, the feelings around it, etc. All right, so we have the Witness. There's an interesting energy with this card. The meaning, first off, the meaning of the card, it talks about it's time to change direction. You cannot change your past, but your past can inform your future decisions. The interesting thing, what else it talks about, besides before I get into my intuitive feelings that I'm getting from this card, is about judgment, self-awareness, and record keeping. So when I'm feeling, though, it feels quite literally like you witnessed something, like you saw something for yourself, like you got to, you were finally present when something was visible to your own eye. And I think that's the reason why their spirit is saying the sensitivity about feeling uncomfortable about this change that needs to happen. About not being able to forget what one saw in some way. This is interesting, pile 1. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, just got the shivers. I'm almost feeling like you know somebody's secret, or you know a secret of somebody's. And I have a feeling that they know too, that they know that you know, but nothing's been spoken, nothing's been brought up, but you feel uncomfortable. Because I'm getting this like sly, smirky type of energy. It's like they're giving me those scenes from the movie where it's like you better keep your mouth shut through a look, you know, like that's the kind of vibe I'm getting. It's like you better keep your mouth shut or else, but nothing's actually been said. And I don't think it can be like that literal of a threatening feeling, but it's a possibility. There's that. It's interesting. Okay, let's get the surrounding energy. I'm using the sexual tarot, the sexual magic tarot, for the surrounding energy, more specifically because of the sensitivity of intimacy in general, but we're not using this in that context. However, there is a different energy to these cards, is also why I'm using them. If you're not comfortable with provocative imagery, maybe not the right reading to look at, but you can still listen. Okay. We have the Two of Swords. The Nine of Cups. And you have 2 cards for this one. You have the Three of Wands. This is so interesting. Wow. and then death. Okay, so ironically enough, even though I was talking about not necessarily going into something that is sexually or intimately based because of the cards I'm using, this feels still like almost a witnessing of infidelity. Like that's what this strongly feels like, first energies. Like it's almost like you saw the seduction and the foreplay, so to speak, before the actual engagement of the kiss or the act or the deed, you know? And I think literally from that moment of you witnessing whatever this thing was, you cut it off energetically from that point. Like it was just sliced. It was done. Because it feels for some, again, I'm sorry that I'm going into this relationship, but this is what this is feeling like the most. It's like, it's almost, oh man, it's almost like, for another example, that you may have been, in some degree, playing the role of hard to get, but respectfully, not in a sense of overly teasy or coy. It's just like seductive and sensual, but patient and needs to earn it, so to speak. And there's an energy of them going about it and just frolicking in the night, not necessarily, but you get what I mean, like frolic in the night, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and somehow something got seen, witnessed, because why I'm feeling this here, if you see there's like a couple in the background right here, and it's making me feel like it's this lady, because this card in this deck specifically talks about kissing. The Three of Wands is kissing in this deck. Granted, but the engagement of, right, the different colored haired woman in this energy compared to the energy of this, where nothing's been engaged, it's still courting, you know, courting and teasing, wanting, plentiful, teasing, seductive, sexy, you know, like mature, in my opinion. And this feels, I don't know, Pile One. Okay, if it has nothing to do with the relationship, let's see, my friends. But if that does, this is definitely, if that energy applies, this is definitely for you, Pile One. If it doesn't have to do with like an intimate relationship, it does, the same energy applies, though. You've witnessed something that you thought was like good and wholesome, and then you saw the flip side of it. Quite literally. It doesn't matter if it was a personality thing, if it was somebody treating somebody differently than they treat you. Like, you witnessed something that ultimately, energetically, severed that respect in some level or in some way for that energy. Two more cards, the in-between energies here. We have the Empress. I'm telling you, my friend, you were like, look at this. Can't make this shit up. The Lovers, look, this Lover says 3. Look, that same haired colored woman in this picture, the brunette over here, you know? It's just interesting. And then it came out with the Hermit. Quiet, secret lover. That's the song that came out. That's what you are. It's an old R&B jam. I don't even know who sings that right now. Yo, Pile One, I'm telling you, there's a big, like, I can't stress it enough, like, infidelity. That's what this feels like. Or cheating, or multiple partners and one wasn't aware of. Something like that. Regardless of it not being about partners, there's something about an energetic character shift, or an understanding, or seeing something, somebody, or something more clearly. Period. Wow. Okay, Pile One, if that is your sensitivity or what you've been feeling recently, then this is your pile. So we are going to add up the numbers and get an angel to let us know what you may have been experiencing and then what you're transmuting. So we have the 2, the 3, which is a 5, the 9, which is 14. With the 6, we have 20. With the 9, 29. 30, 31, 32, plus 13, 45. All right, Angel 45. All right, let's see what we got here, folks. The human distortion. So what has been going on here? It says lack of excess of motivation and enthusiasm, proud, conceited, excessive, hyperactive, or inactivity, idleness, lack of energy, full of oneself, despotic, I think that's how you say that, despotic, difficult to live with, imbalance, and unleashing of natural elements, earthquakes, floods, droughts, tornadoes, natural catastrophes, volcanic eruptions, and their inner correspondence, a difficult life, ordeals, excessive or insufficient self-control and self-confidence, lax mastery, exaggeration, tendency to want, to force, destiny. So my loves, it feels like this is what this was, like the energy that was around you. It was excessive, it was conceited, it was proud, it was catastrophic to some degree, it was exaggerated, it was lack of self-control, like all of this is what this feels like. So my love, what are you transmuting now because of this energy? Sorry, the angel you have is 𝗙𝗟𝗋. I did not say that, my apologies. You are transmuting into motivation and purity of your intentions and the intentions of others that come to you is what I'm feeling. Rediscovered willpower, concentration and focus, ardor, enthusiasm and hope, awakening, spring, motor of the universe that awakens those who are asleep, restarts what has become bogged down, stuck, gives back hope to the humiliated and deprived, boom, confounds the proud and vain, exalts our conscience, return to well-balanced vital energy, bearer of health and healing, patron of the 4 elements, fire, air, earth, and water. That is what you are transmuting, my friend. And 𝗙𝗟𝗋 is here. It's you're purifying quite literally the energy that you were in. That stickiness or that stuckness, that whatever it is, man, you're purifying it right now. Wow. Your support. You have the golden 𝗵𝘃𝗃. Sunshine, vitality, and joy. Exactly. Rare and possessing wisdom from the Himalayas. This stone stimulates the third eye and enhances intuition and connection to the universe. It promotes gender fluidity and acceptance, assisting in transitions and connecting with one's gender or healing wounds. Strongly tied to the solar plexus, golden 𝗃𝗃 can clear out emotional baggage from many lifetimes, live out loud and proud, sun in Sagittarius. That's what I feel. Again, it's all of this is being transmuted, and this 𝗃𝗃, golden 𝗵𝘃𝗃, can definitely help you during this process, or something that you can channel its energies. Again, it's the really thing is that restarts what has become bogged down and stuck. Like, it's beautiful. Okay, my friend, what have you learned so far? Okay. You have the Hierophant in the reverse. Three of Wands. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Two of Swords. Again. Five of Swords. And the Seven of Wands in the reverse. I think the main thing that you have learned, my love, is to trust your intuition more and not to hesitate on what you're feeling. Not to feel like, or to think that I'm getting a sense of feeling like gaslit in some way. And I think you've come to some sort of clarity and understanding of, I now know that I'm not going to commit myself or jump into situations without my own plan or my own understanding or my own intuition in alignment with that energy. I'm not going to go overthink it, going to have ridiculous petty fights and squabbles about something that I know and feel to be true. And if somebody is not willing to hear that truth of mine, and we can come to understanding and truth of the situation, then I'm no longer sticking around to fight for it. I'm laying down these swords. I will walk away. Wow, pile 1. Whoa. I almost said pile 3. I haven't even done pile 3. There might be energies in pile 3 for you. Interesting. So I think that's a beautiful lesson to have already been integrated, you know, from what this chaotic experience definitely was or is for you. And that sensitivity about debating on, you know, should I go or not, my friend, I think you've already found that answer. It's a hell no. Don't stay. There's nothing in that energy that is respectful as it is the way it is. Nothing. So, wow, okay. To close off your reading, my lovelies, let's get, how will you continue to move forward with the lessons already being integrated and you obviously continuing to evolve more? I'm going to get 3 more cards from the After Tarot. Oops, sorry, I moved the camera. Nice. So we have the Devil. Okay, hold on. Okay. 3 of Cups. Oh my God. Guys, I'm laughing because I feel like this really like ruthless energy. And I actually don't necessarily, I don't know, think it's a bad thing for you at the moment or during this particular phase. It's almost like I want to swear so badly and I'm trying hard not to. I am a natural swearer, but like it feels like you want to go and F with those kind of peeps. Later, goodbye. Go and have your fun with these trollops. Like that's the energy that I'm getting. And that's the most polite way I could have said it. Yep. Yeah, because you're going to take your opportunity to blossom, my friend. That's what it feels like. You take control back. You find your own fun again. You find the people that are celebrating you. And you take the opportunity to step back into your own magnificence and your own magnetic attraction. It's like you begin to witness yourself again in a way that might have been diminished or, again, clouded because of whatever this heaviness was in the dynamic that you may have been in. Wow, under the deck energy, my lovely. Look at this. And remember, this is the After Tarot, right? So this is judgment. It's like I get it back now. It's like I am reclaiming myself, calling myself back. Again, a witness to myself. All of my power is getting returned. All of this stuff that I put back, or that I put into this, I'm taking it back. Taking it back. Wow, there's so many things. It's almost like I'm getting like, you even felt like this, if this has to do with the relationship, because again, I'm strongly feeling that. You did not think that this person really didn't have any other eyes for anybody else, but you just had a feeling. You're like, they said and did the right things. I don't even know how you caught them. Like, I don't know, or how this came to, how you witnessed this, or how this information came to be. But There is something real sneaky about it. Wow, my collective. This was a very specific message. I understand this, and I know that it may not resonate for everybody, but I hope that you found some messages in here that may have applied to whatever you may have been feeling when it came to the sensitivity of your situation or the touchiness of a particular situation. I'm sending you so much love. Welcome, my beautiful 𝗵𝘃𝗚s who chose the dragonflies. So, my lovelies, let's find out for you where you've been feeling extra sensitive, which area of your life possibly that's been a little bit touchy. Then we'll find out what's surrounding this energy, possible reasons why, or what you've been experiencing, etc. All right. We have wisdom. Interesting. I'm feeling for you guys, my 𝗵𝘃𝗚s. Interesting that they want me to switch crystals too. So definitely for sure, you guys. First of all, the card talks about trust, guidance, intuition. It says when we open ourselves up to something larger than ourselves, we awaken dormant knowledge within us. So it feels like, my lovely, you might be literally feeling extra sensitive to everything, to source energy, to information, to nature, to animals, to old teachings. I'm hearing ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. You might have a specific affinity to animals with horns in particular. And there's a definite third eye expansion. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what's around you, my friend. Wow, card, chill out. Let's see what's surrounding the sensitivity. Oh, excuse me. I'm using the Sexual Magic Tarot. They are not intended to be romantic in nature when it comes to the readings, but I thought that it would be a good real feeling kind of deck because the energies in them are a little bit different. So if you're not comfortable with provocative imaging, maybe you don't want to watch this portion, but you can still listen. Anyways, so we have the King of Swords, the Magician in the reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Weird. Okay, so again, these messages today have been very specific. So if these don't really apply, forgive me. It's just what's coming out, but bear with me. So one of the first energies I felt right away and why I paused was it feels that there could be a possibility that there's another female energy, matriarchal energy possibly, that's not really convinced about the path you've chosen. Like they're kind of worried about, let's say for example, I don't know, like you grew up completely without religion, or, you know, atheist by nature. Everybody is just, there's no extra out there, you know? And then now all of a sudden, possibly either because of particular interactions, people you've met, information you've gathered, etc., it's leading you down this path of deep spirituality. That's an example. It can be any religion that you literally flip-flop. Like, you know, I don't know, like literally any religion that flip-flops. And I'm feeling like opposites. It's opposites. Yeah, it's like pagan and Catholicism, even though they're not. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's just something it's opposite. That's what it feels like than what they're used to, accustomed to, how you were brought up. It's so interesting that I'm getting all of these things. It's like I'm hearing like it's the devil's work. Like, this is not what you're doing. This is the energy that I'm getting from this other matriarchal energy. Are you sure it's not the devil's work? Do you know what you're doing? What are you worshiping? Like, it's that kind of interesting energy. And I feel, my love, that you finally feel like at peace, or you feel a connection to something, to someone even, or an entity, but it feels like something. It feels tangible. You know? This is interesting. Pal 2. Did I say Pal 1? I'm sorry if I did. So, we're going to get some more energies in the in-between spaces here. My nose is so itchy for you guys too. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, like, somebody is not comfortable with the choice and the path. Like, that's what it feels like. It's so interesting. King of Wands. And the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel, you know what's interesting? I feel like there's been, again, coming back to that matriarchal disappointment. Like there's been like a hold on you in some way when it comes to, like, for lack of a better explanation, stunting your expansion. So they're giving me the example of back in the day when women were not allowed to go to school, or your aspirations only had to be in the home. You know, like anything outside of that was like just bonkers and you're nuts. You might be loony, like actually crazy. You know, like, and this is the energy, but it feels like when the King of Wands came out, it felt like the father energy, or the patriarchal energy, that is almost consenting, giving consent for you to, like, go on your path. You know, it's and that forgiveness, or that acceptance from that particular patriarchal energy, or the masculine energy, gave you the confidence to cut the ties between what might have been holding you to that old belief system. Like whatever had dominion over you in some way, like you released that. Yeah, you released it, because I don't think that you are, I don't feel like you're a servant to this new religion in the negative sense of the word servant, you know? I feel like you have volunteered to learn from this energy, or from this wisdom, or from something. But I'm unsure, because the Magician in the reverse is the one that's flipping me up a little bit, and I'm wondering if the matriarchal energy is correct, where you need to be a little bit more mindful of attaching too quickly. This is interesting. I'm going to get another card on the Magician. Yeah, I think that's what that is. I think that's where some of the sensitivity might be. You have the Two of Swords, and then you have the Knight of Swords. So when it comes to this energy, for me, what I'm feeling here is a seductive nature that, again, makes you submissive. But again, in this Knight of Swords energy, this woman wants to be there. It's part of her kink. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I feel like, yes, there is this energy towards this thing, this allure, or this lure, quite literally. But like I said, it's voluntary. Like I don't think you're not seeing the other side, but I think you're strictly, again, opening up yourself up to something that's bigger than yourself, for you to, again, discover latent knowledge. My friend, this is interesting. Okay. So I'm not going to add these numbers in, but I'm going to add the first 5, and we're going to find your angel and see what the energies or the things you might have been experiencing on the distortion energy of it, and then figure out what you're transmuting, and then your support. So you have the 1, the 9, you have the 10, you have 11. 11, speaking about wisdom, hey? Lluvia, I think is the angel, Lluvia. The distortions, you have difficulty succeeding and being successful, failure, plays roles in order to please, lack of authenticity, hyper positive. This is what this felt like. Again, that attachment to something, or somebody had an attachment to you. Excessive focus on renown and celebrity, or a tendency to reject them, to be satisfied with a humdrum life. That's exactly that matriarchal energy. The humdrum life, exactly what this feels like. It's like you're ready to explore and go beyond, and there is a fearful, old school type of mentality when it comes to whoever that person is. For sure, for sure, for sure. Aiming too high or too low, envy, jealousy, pride, slander, using trickery to succeed, it's all the stuff we talked about. Extravagance, ambition, greedy for power, excessive materialism, only wanting to enjoy physical resources. Again, you're going to have to play these energies how it plays, but like there is something about this manipulation energy, but again, like I still feel more strongly that you want to be there, but I still think Spirit's saying be mindful of that attachment. Emotional outbursts and dependency, lack of confidence and or difficulty trusting others, perverse works, lightning, reprimanded by cosmic intelligence. So that might have been that again, part of the sensitivity, what's underlying, what's, touchy. What you're transmuting, though. Victory, renowned, celebrity and success, expertise, life of devotion, altruism, goodness, kindness, receives the light of God, confidence, enthusiasm, joy, successful initiations, exalted love for divine creation and divine work. Boom, that's that wisdom. Businesses that are useful and profitable for humanity, can obtain all one wants from the great people of this world, cosmic organization. This is, again, I feel like this is what my point is. That's how you're transmuting this energy of whatever is perceived in a closed or in a tunnel vision way. You've allowed yourself to explore, because I do think that you are attached to the hierarchy of the family, and in particular the matriarchal energy had a stronger hold on how you behaved in the world, what you were allowed to experience, what was deemed sinful. This is interesting. 𝗵𝘃, let's see your support. You have Tanzanite, excuse me, you're going to see this, apologies. You have Tanzanite or a quartz. Look at this enchantment, cosmic alchemy. I'm telling you, there is a seductive quality, like I said. Cosmic alignment is here. This auric quartz brings equilibrium to our multidimensional states, melding mind and body for spiritual balance, with indigo rays vibrating high. Hence this amethyst they wanted me to pick up. It's just so funny. This stone heightens the ability to see and communicate beyond this world. It gently opens your crown chakra, creating a channeling between the divine and the upper body. Crown chakra, third eye, boom, even better. Made from the rare metal indium, this crystal brings mystical qualities to a higher understanding of one's metaphysical abilities. You are more powerful than you think. Virgo, Pisces, Uranus. You are more powerful than you think. The enchantment, follow it, my friend. I really do feel that way. I don't think that it's completely negative. I think you just need to be mindful. Nothing is. Yeah. Be mindful. Keep that balance. Justice underneath. Just keep the balance. You'll be fine. Okay. What have you learned already, my lovelies? Let's see. You have the sun. Frickin' A. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Knight of Coins. Ace of Wands in the reverse. The Empress. This is nice. Nine of Wands in the reverse. And then Death. Wow. Perfect. Exactly what I was feeling. This is very cool. The antlers or the bones in this brought me to this card. Anyway, excuse me. Wow, talk about full transformation when it comes to this. Dragonflies. Okay, so my love, what I feel that you've learned as you're going through this, I guess, downloading of information or experiencing life in a different way. Again, quite literally, you found a way to be fully expressive and to explore a different side of you that you did not get a chance to. And I feel now that you have, let's say, in some degree, dabbled in the, how would I word this? In the maiden energy of it all. I hope that makes sense enough. And you have now matured, I feel, into that mother crone energy almost. It's a very quick evolution is what I'm feeling. You know, that's the best way I can describe. There's a very triple goddess type of energy here, but this is what it feels like. You mature past like the frivolity of something or the excessiveness of something, and it becomes more of a, again, how did they word it? Exalted love for divine creation and divine work. You know, and I think this is why this Nine of Wands, because the Nine of Wands upright for me is the finish what you start card. And this feels like I don't need to finish or continue in this particular wave of how I was experiencing life. I can put an end to this right now because I've learned something very integral and pure and true about myself through this experience. Therefore, I can end that cycle or end that way of being and step into this new mature energy. Death and transformation, right? It's really beautiful. I really like it. Wow. 𝗏𝗏. Okay, so then let's find out how you'll continue to move forward. I kept saying that I'm using the sexual magic tarot because it's a different type of intimacy and the imagery is different. And it's ironic that both piles feel like there's a sexual liberation. Not a liberation, excuse me. For both piles, it feels like there has been a focus on romantic intimacy to some degree. For pile 1, it had nothing to do with your energy. It's completely different energy, but still related in that field. And for yours, it feels like almost like a sexual revolution. And again, it doesn't have to be about just sexual revolution. It can be, like I said, a full expression of you, parts of you that you've never been able to explore or felt were too taboo. I'm telling you, there's something special about it. Okay, Seven of Cups. This is the after tarot, by the way. See, and this is the same energy where I feel like when I was talking to you about like this frivolousness, that again, the exploration of that, it feels like you have enough of it, like you got the dosage you needed, and you've either learned the lesson or experienced enough of it in some way, and you're finished with that. I feel like the choice is no longer a choice to be that way, is what I'm getting. Yeah, look at this. Five of Cups. Choice is no longer to be that way. Again, there's no judgments on either because I think it was absolutely necessary. Like, I don't think it was a bad thing by any means. Or is, depending on wherever you are in this journey. Yeah, the strength to continue. Look at this satisfaction within self. Again, the full essence of taming the beast within. You got to let the beast out and explore, quite literally. And then you found, okay, amazing. I feel what this feels like. Now I can temper into who I want to be. Look at this. Into who I want to be and who I want to be with. That's beautiful. Cosmic alchemy at its finest. No shit. And 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is here for that victory, for that success, for that life of devotion. You know, cosmic organization. That's all this was, a jigsaw puzzle to get you here. I love that. I love it, love it, love it, 𝗫𝗏. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know in the comments if it was in any way. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time, keep watering your lives. Ciao. Welcome, my 𝗵𝗃 who chose the lock. Okay, my loves, we are going to look into what's been feeling extra sensitive, which area possibly, maybe what's been feeling touchy, etc. We're going to find out the surrounding energies about the sensitivity, experiences, etc. All right, let's get started, 𝗵𝗃. We have the storm. It feels for most, there's an incoming challenge, and too many distractions are only going to amplify this incoming challenge if it's not already here. Keep your focus and your intentions clear so you can navigate them with love, for all concerned. So I also feel like there's a need for refuge, for stillness, and for acceptance. So my love, I feel that either you're feeling something coming in, something's already occurring for you. It's interesting how every pile they've asked me to hold a different crystal. That doesn't always happen. I'm feeling a deep sadness. And I'm feeling like streams of tears. I don't think many people see you cry or see how difficult this is for you. Okay, 𝗵𝗃, let's see what's going on around you. Before I get started, I forgot, I'm using the Sexual Magic Tarot. They are not intended to be used for any type of intimacy, but I felt this was a good sensitivity type of deck. They have very provocative imagery, so if you're not comfortable with that, maybe look away. You can still listen for this portion anyway. But they do have different energies, so that's part of the reason why I chose this deck. So we have the Ten of Cups, the Hierophant in the reverse, okay, pile 3, I'm feeling a dismissive energy, and I'm getting it from a masculine energy. I'm feeling this might have to do with your emotional happiness or your family happiness. The Hierophant also talks about the constitution of marriage, discipline, religion, structure, and it being flipped right now. Again, there's a dismissive type of I don't care anymore energy here. I don't know if that's from you, but it feels like it's from a masculine energy. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm feeling like a sense of you kept giving to something or someone, and they either, again, dismissed it or took it for granted or didn't care, or it seemed like they didn't care. And I feel why the Storm card brought up any other distractions are just going to amplify this challenge. This Knight of Pentacles is bringing me like this energy that would like is completely opposite from what you've been experiencing. You know, like whatever or whomever this person or thing might be, it's like they're the one that is offering up something to you. Yes, it's small, minimal, but you haven't been offered something in a while. It feels just like somebody finally giving back to you in some way, or something giving back to you. Yeah, there's something really uncomfortable for me about this Hierophant energy, especially in the reverse. It's like even more, it feels like, what's his freaking name? That douchebag. Andrew Tate. That guy, I think that's his name. His energy for me is like the ultimate douchebaggery. Like ultimate in my perspective. Apologies if anybody likes that dude. Forgiveness, everybody to each his own, right? But this is what this feels like. You're my property. I do with you what I want. That's the energy that I feel. And again, it doesn't have to be in a relationship. This can be in any dynamic. It can be in family. It can be in work. It can be in friendships. It doesn't matter, but that's the feeling of this. Let's get some more pile 3. So we're going to get the surrounding energy, in between energies, I should say. Oh, that was quick. Yep. 5 of Wands. Look at this. Like, spying, envious, greedy, sneaky, and then the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, my friend, I really do feel like that. I feel like it's almost like you decided to, in some regard, like give back to yourself or take for yourself. And now this energy is explosive. Like whomever or whatever this was, like that storm is coming from something external or someone else. And it feels like because you decided to take back control. That's what this is feeling like right now. Yeah, I feel that's what it is. Like you took back your power. You may not feel that way, but I think energetically that shift in the I'm done or enough of this or I'm walking away or F this, like whatever that is, you have taken back something, or reclaimed, I should say, not taken back, reclaimed. Wow, pile 3. Okay. So I'm adding up these numbers that are here and gonna find the angel corresponding to that number, and then it will give us what you may have been experiencing on the human distortion level, and then what you're actually transmuting and the support as you transmute. So you have a 10 and a 5, which is 15, another 5, which is 20, another 6, we have 26. Angel 26. All right, we have 𝗂𝗄. Beautiful. Human distortions, indiscretion, egocentricity, family and or social problems. I said it. Difficulties related to politics, decision-making, administration, organization, motivated by ambition, jealousy, envy. I don't even know what that word is. Sorry, guys. You can read that for yourself. Pride, vanity, and passion. Yep. Flees one's responsibilities, one's life plan. Desire for earthly power and glory, abuse of authority and power, competitive spirit, abides by the law of the jungle. That's that Hierophant energy in the reverse. That's exactly what I was feeling there. Social order, anarchy, conspiracy, treachery, imposes one's point of view, does not listen to others. I'm telling you. Complexes of inferiority and superiority. negative consequences of disorderly actions. That's it, the negative consequences of their disorderly actions. This is what it was. Like, whatever that is that you're walking away from, that you're reclaiming, as I said, your power. They real bent about it. Whatever this is, okay, let's see what you have transmuted, or what you are, transmuting. Discretion, beautiful. Capacity to structure power and abundance well. Wise advisor. Faculty to keep and manage state secrets, confidential government files, access to information and knowledge that needs to remain secret. I think you're just, again, you're going to be more discreet about everything that you do. I think that there's like this, again, this arrogance about that Hierophant energy in the reverse. I don't normally say this, but a Taurus could be involved. They just said it to me right now. But regardless, there's a feeling of, again, because I didn't want to say that with the Knight of Pentacles, but I said that, like, you know, be careful of the distractions, right? But that might be it. Like, you're being very discreet about, if this is what's going on, or I can't make moves in the way that I need to make moves right now, like, shit's gonna be real discreet. Sense of organization and family, contemplation of divine structures, political science, harmonizes social life, peace, cohabitation, yep, respect for divine order, ability to adapt to any situation, scientific and political attitudes in accordance to divine science. Political and social leader, catalyst, administrator, decision maker, diplomat, ambassador, dispenser of justice. Allows us to know how to behave in ambiguous situations. This is you, my love. And I think this is what the storm is transforming. Again, we already know this is what you're transmuting, but this is what it's bringing up in you. This sequence of events, this catalyst of what led you to walk away and towards something else is a big deal when it comes to like a difference in who you become. Seeks truth through reason, creator of positive, constructive atmosphere, inspires team spirit. My love, it's beautiful. 𝗁𝗏 is with you on this one. I want to see what's at the bottom of this deck. Yeah, 8 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, like you put a halt to whatever this is. You put a halt to it. You locked it down. That's it. You locked it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. That's the song I'm hearing. Wow. Okay. Your support with you. You have the snakeskin agate. Strength, privacy, self-love. Look at this, my love. Being comfortable in your own skin takes time. This snakeskin agate helps boost self-esteem and self-awareness, so you can do just that. It gives you the confidence to step outside your comfort zone and explore new aspects of yourself, all within your discretion. Snakeskin agate can blend in with the crowd, so if you don't want to be seen and wish to carry on with your activities in peace, this is the stone for you. Woo! Talk about that refuge and that stillness, right? Snakeskin agate is able to facilitate a kundalini rising and encourages full embodiment of self. Gemini and Mercury. Respect for the divine order, ability to adapt to any situation, discretion, wise advisor, creator of positive, constructive atmosphere. It's brilliant. My love, awesome. What have you learned so far within this transition, within this transmutation, within all this past experience or current? The High Priestess in the reverse. Four of Swords. Two of Wands. The World. King of Cups. Nice. And the Fool. I love this 𝗵𝘃. For you, what you've learned, it feels like an echo back to the same feeling of discretion and privacy and keeping things that are intimate, personal. You know, there is no longer going to be an overshare or a public. Yeah, there's something about like publicly making something known or inviting people into this part of my life at a certain point. There's something about that energy. I feel that that's what you've learned the most, is when and how to be discreet when it comes to planning something for your future that is emotionally mature and balanced and has longevity, that has excitement, that has spontaneity, that is still youthful in its energy, but it's still mature in its expression. And I feel that this is what you've also found, is you sought out truth through reason. It feels like a matter-of-fact response. It's not spiteful, it's not deceitful. It's like, well, if this is the choice that you have made, then these are my cards, and this is what I've chosen to play. Hasta luego, or get your shit together. Yeah. Literally. Okay, my love. So then, to close off your messages, how will you continue to move forward with all that you've already learned and will continue to learn? Yeah, there's strength in this privacy for you in this next phase. Again, that refuge, that stillness, that judgment, right? Six of Pentacles now in the upright, balanced, even exchange. Again, discreet, humbled. Ace of Pentacles, nice. Taking new opportunities to move forward. Practically to move forward. Taking practical steps, is what they said, to move forward. And again, talking about that reclaiming, it's like, because I've reclaimed back some of this power, I have more to give now in a better and healthy way, in a more productive and conducive way to my spirit. We have the Page of Wands. And again, ready to venture forward, like I said, ready to move forward and to create abundance for yourself, creative collaborations with others, to admire one's work too from past efforts, because this is the After Tarot. You set new seeds you plant new seeds for yourself, my love. I feel like a sense of rewriting your own history. Bottom of the deck energy, beautiful. You have the Six of Cups. Look at this. Reunion with self. Talk about that reclaiming again. That reclaiming energy. That discretion to reclaim. I don't know why I want to look. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. After mastery and hard work. Same thing. Same thing, my lovely. It's beautiful. You have done, or will be doing anyway, an amazing job with this sensitivity or this touchy area of your life. The storm that is either coming in, again, minimize the distraction so that you can see clearly and make a loving decision for all involved, especially you included, you know? And I think you just have to play it as it plays out, you know? If the energy is this Hierophant energy that I'm feeling in the reverse, not enjoying this energy right here, then I think it is wise of you to walk away, or step away, or move in a different direction, or try a different tactic, because this is not going to be sustainable or healthy for anybody in the long term if it stays the way it is. Hence why the storm is here. So my beautiful collective, I hope that was helpful. If it was, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to read about it. I am sending you so much love. Until next time, keep watering your lives. Ciao.